bonus round.
The bone. Welcome to the multiplayer bone zone. I'm your host,
no,
Guillermo Dorado.
don't say that.
And here are my co-hosts today, resident Boney McBunston, Zach Manscanis.
Bone it up.
And over here,
bone it up.
El Bonador.
Bonesaw is ready.
Oh my God, I am so glad that's our new name for this show. Welcome everybody, thank you so much. If you're watching this on Patreon, then you get a special thank you because you helped make this happen.
You get an extra special bone.
You get the
God.
boniest of bones right in your front door.
No.
Doorbell's ringing, answer it. No pants required. Anyways, thank you so much. Your donation helped make this happen, and that's why you guys get this a week early. Now, if you're watching this and you're not on Patreon, go fuck yourself. No, I'm just kidding.
You get a delayed bone.
You get no bones.
Yeah. You get that like lazy half, like I'm on my side laying down bone. Anyways.
Stop.
I really wanted to paint the picture here. No, if you guys are watching this a week later, we do offer this to everybody, to the masses. Just because you guys put your eyes on the show, we think that is reason enough for you guys to get extra content. But you would get it a week earlier if you did help donate to the show.
Help us.
Which you can go on Patreon, patreon.com/multiplayer to do so. And we got,
easy.
We got so many things going on over
So
there.
many
You could
things.
check it out. But until then, the bone zone, it shall remain. So, we are going to be talking about the ultimate boning game, and that is Super Smash Brothers Wii U 4 on this different things
Wii U on the Switch.
No, so we came hot off the trail of our last episode where we were talking. We very quickly just kind of mulched over of Smash Brothers that was announced for the reveal trailer back in March 8th for that direct. So now we're going to go into more details about what we want that game to be, all of our hopes, dreams, promises, and speculations.
How are we so angry to this couch?
No. It's like I want to be involved. I'm just like, check it out, man. I see you. I hear you. There you go. So
the audio listeners are just like, what is that?
Yeah,
It's
he's
just
like-
banging noise.
yeah, if only this was a corduroy couch, they'd really get like the full like ASMR like situation going on. But we're not talking about couches. We're talking about Nintendo characters kicking the shit out of each other and us controlling them to do so. Now, Smash Brothers for the Switch. It has been announced. We have speculations. Zach made a bold one on our episode saying that he thinks this is a brand new motherfucking game, the fifth one in the series, not a port. Do you think this is a port? Yes or no? Quick? No choices? No answers? No quick?
No, fine, no.
Okay, great.
Technically, yes, but no.
Like
It's
I
both.
think it's technically gonna be a new game,
Okay.
but I
Yeah.
think it's it's gonna
A lot
be
of the
using,
same assets.
Yeah, it's gonna be using a lot of the same assets, kind of maybe the same engine or like an updated version of that.
Well, Hav asked a great question in the episode. You asked what constitutes, and this is specifically like, obviously this is not for every game. This is
just
only
for
specific for Smash Brothers. What constitutes a new Smash Brothers game? Now, the answer that we would give on the show was like, new assets and user interface. New characters, that's going to come regardless with DLC or not. So like that, I don't really think that new characters really constitutes a new game in the series. But I think play styles, game mechanics, and those things are what make a new game in the series of Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
It's, for Smash Brothers, from Brawl to Melee, or from Brawl to the Wii U version, of course, we had a whole plethora of new characters, but we also had 8-player Smash. They removed the Subspace Emissary. They also removed tripping. Everyone applauded.
Yeah.
And
Don't know why I was there in the first place.
Right. They gave different characters. They gave characters different ultimate abilities. I believe they changed. Yeah, they changed Luigi's weird I dance. Put a spell on you.
I
Whatever
always thought it Luigi Town.
Yeah. Yeah, and they changed it to
weird.
a more appropriate, the vacuum spitting you into space.
Yeah.
So okay, I think that's what constitutes. So like giving characters new movesets that are more in line with their newest games that have come out, like during that last year or this last 4 or 5 years, whatever. And so with that regard, if you do think this is a new game, what would you like to see added to this new game?
Okay. So
We'll get to characters in a minute. Let's do that separate.
yeah. So here's my bold
2 cents.
claim.
Oh, bold.
Here's my bold claim. So I
Spicy.
think Nintendo has very much realized over the last couple of years that their games are played competitively. Yeah. There's a hardcore demographic that loves their games, and they need to get behind those hardcore gamers. Like they kept
SACG.
trying to hit home with the casual market, and it did well for them money wise. until the Wii U. And then they're like, oh, wow, those casual people aren't going to stick around. That's just not how a casual market works. Right. And it's like, you know, you look at like last year's E3 that we were at. Hey, you
sucks to be you.
And Nathan.
We're exclusive with our hatery.
But you look at like last year's E3, and they were just really hitting home. It's like, yo, ARMS, Splatoon, or like Pokken Tournament. It's like, yo, these are hardcore competitive games. It's in the. If it wasn't the year before that, it was the year before that. But they were like, you know, they've been doing things like the Nintendo World Championships. They've been doing these like big Smash tournaments sponsored by Nintendo. And you know, they've allowed Smash to really have a big Evo presence every year now. They're really like finally like listening to their hardcore fan base a bit and being like, okay, we're starting to understand what you want.
It's like, stop screaming at us, we hear you.
Yeah, so I think there's going to be a very heavy lean on the hardcore Smash fan base this time around.
I hope so.
Like I think they're going to be like, okay, here's a really good, for the first time literally in Nintendo's history, here's a good online infrastructure.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask. What does that mean?
I think they're going to also have like Overwatch style seasons of like competitive gameplay.
So this is all on the online side of the game.
Not necessarily. Okay. Like I think like this E3 they're going to have a big presence. I think they're going to have like a huge Smash tournament at E3 this year. I think they're just gonna start to lean heavily just on like the big Smash players in the competitive scene, kind of like what Overwatch is sort of doing. Like I think they're looking heavily at those things. I think they've dabbled a lot in it with Splatoon and having really big Splatoon tournaments and just like very good like ongoing support with like doing their Splatfest kind of stuff. I think they're gonna just take all of that.
Name.
I know. And
Splatfest sounds like another show that we do here on the Bone Zone.
Yeah, that's after the Bone Zone. You have the Splatfest,
yeah,
but
and then the irreplaceable cleanup episode. Sorry,
but I think they've been doing the same thing with ARMS as well. They've been doing these Splatfest like I can't remember what they're called. But they do a Splatfest kind of
the ARM tournament things.
Yeah,
invitationals or
no.
Either way, they're live events of like.
So
competitive
they're going to do
play.
it with Mario Tennis as well.
Yeah, I think that it's just they're going to lean very heavily on the hardcore demographic this time around because the casual market will be there.
Sure. Okay. But so outside of the live events, that they're obviously going to be pushing this game in that regard. They did with Splatoon. They did with ARMS. I think that's kind of where they're going for sure. But specifically in the game, like when you take it out of the box, you don't get live events when you get it out of the box.
Yes, you do.
It's a party just as soon as you open it.
Who are these people? You know? But like, so you think that specifically on the software on the cartridge that you buy for the Switch that says Smash Brothers on it, and it probably has a big middle finger, and you're like, you know what? I don't care. I still love it.
Give me your money.
Yeah. You think that it's going to have a lot more presence online?
Yeah, online presence.
And a lot tighter.
Yeah.
Cleaner user face.
Yes.
From
I think so.
And I hope
it has to.
I hope for the first time ever they go. They have like their own
like
servers
gamer tags or some shit,
well,
so you don't have to like
maybe some gamer
people.
Yeah, like
fucking 12-digit codes.
Like some nice like way to like invite people would be great. I think I was gonna say something, you cut me off. I don't remember what it was.
I do that. I'm pretty good at that. I know.
But yeah, I think they're just gonna lean very heavily towards like making sure the mechanics are very sound. Like there's no characters way overpowered or underpowered. Like just really balance that game.
They did a good job of that in the Wii U version.
Yeah, there's certain characters that are just not very good, and there's some characters that are very good.
Yeah. I mean, overall, I think it's the most balanced Smash
for
game.
sure.
So going into that, Hav, what do you think you would want to see in this new game, or what would you like?
I mean, I'd like a new campaign mode.
I would too.
Yeah, I mean,
story mode in this game would be fantastic.
Yeah, I miss Subspace Emissary for that. Like, I thought that was the best part of Brawl, just that because it was so interesting, and you know, you have a game where you have all these Nintendo characters that people love, and they're in the same world right now, and they're all fighting each other. Why can't they be part of a team and fighting a greater enemy? You know, there are moments in the Subspace Emissary where you see like Link look at Mario, and they're like, oh, And it's like it's stuff like that's really cool. Yeah, you know, it's like, oh, nice. Like you've got these characters.
Some of the cinematics are beautiful too. In that
yeah, they're really cool, and you've got. You know, you finally have the first time Link is interacting with Kirby, or Donkey Kong is interacting with Wario. I don't know. I mean, it's just like, you know, it's stuff like that. It's just, it's really cool. Or Samus.
Yeah,
you
if
know?
you're gonna embrace the crossover game,
yeah,
like
it's,
really truly commit
yeah,
to
like
it.
this is your universe. You set the rules. You can do whatever the fuck you want. Like it's honestly you can. Like if you want Samus to team up with Kirby to fight Waluigi, you can do that.
Yeah, they literally like in the last one, it was literally like Samus was teamed up with Pikachu for a lot of it.
Yeah.
And it's just like
dope.
yeah, and it's just like they're doing some cool stuff with it. And like one of my favorite parts was like you had Ganondorf kind of teamed up with Bowser. They were sort of the bad guys, and they were on this big crazy ship. And then like all the other people in the game, they come flying in. You have like Star Fox's ship, you have Kirby on his star, like they're all
like stuff
in.
like that's
it was
really
super cool. Like it's just like it's fanfare kind of stuff.
Yeah,
it's just like
it's the same way in the Marvel movies. You get Iron Man teaming up with Captain America, and it's like that's never been done before, and people love it because like, oh, my heroes are on the same screen at one time.
It's like Ready Player One style, like just
yes.
Smash Brothers.
Yeah, like you
I
love
remember,
seeing
like,
all these
I remember
things.
back in the day, this is like the day of like game facts and stuff when you go online, look through walkthroughs and stuff like that. I remember stumbling upon this like website. It was like purely fan fiction for Smash Brothers. And it was like they had this whole story kind of like in a Mortal Kombat style, like laid out, and they wrote this entire story and had these characters come in and have to fight each other, and there's like the struggle of the battle, and they described it, and I was like, this is badass. And then Subspace Emissary came out, and I was like, yes,
this is
exactly what it is. This is the fan fiction that fans have been writing for years, but now Nintendo's like, stamp it for
Sakurai went on that website. I was like, this is pretty good.
yeah, and he stole it all. So I think that
Looks like I tripped over a great story.
Oops. No, so yeah, Subspace Emissary was good. I do think that game mode had a bit of some problems. I think that's why they didn't bring it into the new one.
Yeah.
I think that there were like a couple of levels like that they could have focused a little bit more on story. You know, they could have like tightened up a bit instead of just like and then cutscene that was really cool and then like battle. You know, like they could have done a little bit more there.
I really liked the parts where it was like a side-scrolling platformer kind of. You know, you're running across and there are Goombas flying at you, and like different enemies from all like flying Koopas. Like there's just crazy enemies from all the games from Nintendo, and you got to make your way through all of them to like the goal or whatever you're wherever you're going.
Yeah,
like,
or
stuff like that. I really like.
Or like, why not like have these characters like jumping into their other characters' worlds and like kind of invading them? Because like in the Subspace Emissary, they all came into this like one barren ass place that's like all fucked up, right?
Yeah.
So this Mad Maxian like Nintendo version of that kind of world. But like, let's have like these portals, which is what happened.
I would take a Mad Max world with Nintendo characters.
But like a legit, like let's really do this. You know, like let's have the polecats swinging from the fucking trees, or swinging from the cars. But yeah, no, like, but I think that like having these characters like jump into each other character's like game, like, could you imagine like there's this like fucking vicious ass Pokemon battle happening between these trainers, and then like Mario comes in and beats the shit out of Pikachu. He's like, "What up? I also don't like animal cruelty. And I'm gonna teach you a lesson by not making animals fight by kicking the shit out of the animals." I don't know. Like that's an idea. Sakurai doesn't have to deal with that. Doesn't have to take that, but there's an option, you know.
Yeah.
Beating animals.
Yeah. Or like maybe motherfucking Link is about to pull out the Master Sword in like in Breath of the Wild, and then fucking what's his name? Ike comes in. He's like, my sword's bigger, and he's like, what is this Freudian thing?
Actually, what I really liked with Smash for Wii U and 3DS were the all the like kind of reveal trailers they were doing.
Oh yeah, the animated ones.
Yeah, because there was one I showed you not too long ago.
Was Link in Pit?
No, I really like. Well, that one's cool, but I really like the one that was Lucina, and she's fighting somebody and she's getting her butt kicked, and it's just like, what is this power? Yeah. And they show Captain Falcon just being a complete badass.
Yeah.
Like she's like coming at him with a sword, and he just like kicks that thing into the air like. That fight was so good. It's like give me that
I would even be
stuff.
super okay with like, what about an unconventional cutscene? Like, you know how some games back in the day they had these like live action cutscenes and you're like, what the fuck is this? But what if you had anime cutscenes interspliced with the gameplay. Like, what if you had those like anime? That'd be kind of dope.
I mean,
Like,
dude, I would
probably
take
save
all-
money too on like the developing side of like having to do CGI work and graphic modeling.
Oh, you mean like 2D animation cutscenes?
Yeah, like
Oh, yeah.
anime, 2D animation, and like maybe they hired on a bunch of different artists, you know, like to do
just
like each. Yeah.
Whoever was doing the reveal trailer videos for the last game, it's like just bring that team, do cutscenes.
Yeah.
Like I will watch those literally all day.
Funimation and Bandai Namco fucking come back. Oh, that'd be dope.
And Goku's gonna make an appearance at some point.
I would be happy with it.
I
I'd
would
be
be
down.
fine with that.
Frieza's like, "You're gonna die," and then Mario comes
Mario's
in.
like,
"Here's
"Yahoo!"
over 9,000. You know, it's great. And then we have the balls in the nerd, and all the memes come into play. It's not even a game anymore. It's just a fucking joke. So yeah, no, I think that the subspace emissary. I think that the campaign of the games, like even the things like back in Melee where we had the events. The events were fun. Those were super fun. I remember like sitting with my friends and being like, okay, we gotta beat Mega Bowser. How the fuck are we gonna do this? And you each just trade the controller back and forth.
Giga Bowser. All right.
I am
Giga
sorry,
Bowser,
I
yeah.
never beat him, so it's a
Really?
little
You never
bit
beat him?
touchy. I think. What was the impossible? Was it Giga Bowser that was like the hardest one?
It was Giga Bowser, Mewtwo, and Ganondorf.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was fucking insane. But like
It
playing on,
was.
but playing on the hardest though.
What?
You can
They
beat on
didn't have
easy.
difficulties, did they? Not in Melee.
Which one had? Oh no, then Brawl.
Brawl was the one with
also had the
difficulties.
difficulties too.
Well,
they
that-
also had events and they took that shit out. Why did they do that?
I don't know. Well, the Wii U had one, but it also had.
No,
I mean, the 3DS. I have it
It
for
had
3DS.
some, but they just weren't as good.
Yeah, and like some of them,
Like you're gonna keep the home run contest, but you're gonna take out the events. Like what the hell?
there were some weird
I always like
ones.
break the targets.
I did too.
I like-
Break Target.
yeah.
I was gonna say like going back to the very first game where you had like that, like the story, like it was the same story mode you played through with every character, which can get tedious, but it's still fun.
Yeah,
To like
yeah.
you know like you go through as Ness and he has his own little break the targets and you fight all like the polygonal like copies of the other characters
Yeah.
and you kick Mario's ass by throwing him off the stage and he can never make it back up and you're like fuck you and you beat Master Hand. You're like this is awesome. I want to see that shit. I also want to see like a boss mode that they had in Brawl because I remember like playing that shit on hard mode with my friend, which was like you only had like 3 hearts between the two of you. Trying to beat that shit was so. It was like our
remember
entire
all that.
high school career was based on trying to fucking beat that, and it was awesome.
Yeah, just like the stories you get from those games. It's like just sitting around on a couch with a buddy, like with like especially with Melee,
I thought you were going over to this guy. I was like,
No, it's-
especially with this guy. He's like,
Especially,
nah.
no, like especially like Melee. I have so many good memories of
Yeah,
like
Melee especially.
like going to a buddy's house and staying up all night and trying to unlock characters and
That's a
just
thing
like,
I want the Wii U to have is unlock characters.
Yeah.
I am happy. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
No, I think we're all in the same boat. It's just like it's the fun stories about like just unlocking characters and levels and hanging out with your buddies and being up all night, just doing these like cool missions and trying to like beat stuff that's way too hard.
Oh, for
And
sure.
it's
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
And be like, fuck, and like whine to break the controller, but
it's-
not doing it because I would.
make you
not
feel
really
like a
play
kid
the game.
again. That's,
Yeah.
Like that's Smash Brothers is so good at that.
And I feel like, especially speaking with Melee, because Melee did, I think, the best with the character unlocks. Because Subspace Emissary was tied with all the character unlocks in Brawl, which was like fine, but it was kind of like it didn't really take skill. I just had to get there in the campaign to unlock that character.
Yeah.
Whereas like in Melee, you had to like finish the Mushroom Kingdom run at a
Yeah.
certain time. And if you did before that time, then Luigi would appear and you have to kick his ass. And if you lose, you don't get him. You have to try it again.
Yeah,
That was
there
awesome.
was a nice
I like
like
stuff like that.
what I
they
liked
should bring
about
that
those.
back instead of unlocking all.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
those character unlocks I liked because it's like I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah.
It's like that's the best type of like a new challenger approach. Like what? Like I
Exactly.
wasn't, like when that shit happens, like when you play on the Pokemon Stadium stage after playing on it for how many hours, then you have Mewtwo show up and you're like, what the? Like you weren't expecting it at all, but like Mewtwo, like stuff like that. I really miss those, like just because
Yeah.
now it's not really like that.
It's a game of give and take, though, right? Because like when you first buy the game, the first thing you want to do is go to a friend's house and be like, "We're kicking ass," and then when you opened up the Wii U 4 or whatever the fuck it's Smash 4 for the Wii U, when you open that up and you see like there's just the slew of characters as soon as it comes, you're like,
Yeah,
oh my god,
I
the
mean-
options, which is great too, but like.
I would-
make it work from a little bit.
I would
give me
prefer
a good roster, but then
Yeah, I prefer the other way around.
Yeah.
Like it just makes it more enticing to play.
Yeah.
With that being said, I think we got through what we think the game is going to be and what we want to hopefully be. Real quick, we have a couple minutes. Characters.
Okay. So
Tetris. I already know yours.
Yeah, so
Tetris.
I've said it on another
it's
episode,
stupid.
but
We know.
shut up. But I think if anybody could get it right, it would be Sakurai and Smash Brothers. But like just
And
the Tetris blocks as a character, I think would be such a dope character. Like they could do it.
Say that, I imagine like you remember like Strong Bad, like the Trogdor,
Mm-hmm.
like
Yeah.
the S with the arms. That's why I imagine the
It's
Tetris
like,
characters
it would
look like.
basically just be a series
With,
of
like, these big
blocks.
biceps.
It would just be a series of blocks that can just make different shapes to
Yeah.
attack people. And I think they could do it. Like
Or
if
even-
anybody could do it, I would trust Sakurai
For
and
sure.
the Smash Brothers team all day to do that.
I'd be interested to see how it would happen. I mean, they
Fair
put
enough.
Pac-Man, they put Mega Man in the Duck Hunt, you know?
Yeah,
why not?
if they
Yeah.
could make Duck Hunt a character,
Oh, and Mac from
Lil Mac?
Yeah.
they could do it.
Okay. Any? Let's keep going.
So-
So I have an idea, and this is because of recent events. Because Nintendo seems to be cool with Ubisoft, and they're like cool together now.
Please do not say Assassin's Creed.
No,
No.
Rayman.
Yes, I want Ezio in the game. Yeah, Ezio stabbing Mario in the face. That's what I want, and
Oh,
then
that's-
just walk away, and then
Yeah.
just tell him insignia not in pace or whatever it's called
Right.
in Italian. But no, Rayman.
Yeah.
I think Rayman
All
would be
day Rayman.
such a cool character, or even like I
The
even
guys
think,
from For Honor.
no, stop it.
Just a big Viking dude out of nowhere. Yeah, just Sam Fisher just putting people to sleep.
No,
they did
they did
Snake.
Snake, yeah. But no, I think Rayman would be so cool for Smash.
He fits.
And he does. He fits perfectly. And I
fucks,
think
dude.
because of and because Mario
That's what you
Rabbids
said.
came out, I think some of the Rabbid characters being like an assist trophy would be kind of cool, like Peach Rabbid or Luigi Rabbid, like
Yeah,
those guys.
I could easily see them be
Like,
like,
I think that'd be
a tag
interesting.
team situation, like they do with the Pokemon characters. They could do that, like the Rabid team.
Yeah, or like a
Rabid
Rabbid team character, but I think Rayman would be awesome, and the Rabbids.
yeah, I can see the Rabbids kind of being like the Nintendogs assist trophy, where they're just like on the
In the
screen,
way.
just screaming.
Yeah.
They're just you're just like yeah.
You see Rayman, I raise you, Rain Man, played by Dustin Hoffman.
That
42 sticks.
you might have
sticks, 42.
If anybody can do it,
Sakurai.
They mocap Dustin Hoffman just like looking
I
around.
love that
awkward.
movie.
So, one character I've been thinking about a lot that I think would be really cool
Jesus.
is Jesus.
There's a
no.
funny meme about that actually.
I
John
think a separate Mario from the Mario that's in the game. So they would basically have like classic Mario, that's there, but then a sports Mario who
Oh,
can
yeah, that's a cool
literally
idea.
like hit all of his move sets come from his sports games. So it's
Yeah.
like he can have like
Or just other
he can
careers.
have his cart, he can have his baseball bat, like a soccer ball,
Or
like,
so the aces too, tennis racket.
yeah, like just a series of like all his sports games kind of into one character.
Strikers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he has like
They should just make fuck the event game, fuck the campaign. They should just put a new Strikers mode
in Smash.
in Smash. That way we both get what we want.
But I think just a like a sports Mario would
That'd
be
be
like
dope.
really cool.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Mario Maker Mario, to where like your ultimate could be like hands placing shit and changing the map. That'd be
They
kinda
just
cool.
take other characters and just throw them off.
Or put an invisible block where they jump and just fucking kill.
I
them.
also think a Paper Mario as a character would be really
But they're
really
not,
good.
because Nintendo fucking hates Paper Mario.
They really do. I don't know what
God.
happened, but I love Thousand Year
Love
Door.
Paper Mario or
Yeah.
Thousand Year Door and the 64 version.
They're so good.
I was
But-
also in the same vein of like other Mario. I thought would be kind of cool would be
all of them just variations of Mario. That's all the characters.
no. Like you know how they made Toon Link and regular Adult Link and Young
Yeah.
Link. I think it'd be cool if they did Wolf Link and Midna as a character. I think that'd be pretty interesting.
be
Like
pretty cool.
like and in that vein, the same thing with
Or
like.
have his ultimate be like Wolf Link.
Well, I mean, it doesn't have to be because I think Breath of the
probably-
Wild
yeah,
is like
yeah.
what they want to go
Yeah,
with.
I
But
think
like
that'll be their new Link. for
yeah,
sure.
but like a Wolf Link with Midna as a character, so you're both in
That'd be
tandem
really-
fighting.
that would be
them.
dope.
Yeah, I think that would be cool. And then Amaterasu from Okami.
Yeah.
That'd be cool too. I mean, that's Nintendo.
Oh right.
But I could totally see a
no, it's
Midna.
not.
Well, it's not. But originally it was
It's
on
a
the.
okay. Well, they brought in Snake, so they can bring out their Sunny.
Yeah, I mean, every like I think once you brought in Snake, I think
character.
anything's possible.
It's like now they've had Ryu, they've had Cloud.
they have Cloud and
Nathan-
Bayonetta is already a
Nathan-
Nintendo property.
What is his
now.
name from Uncharted? Nathan Drake. They have they have Beyonce. Like anything's game, guys. Like it's all fucking fair.
Yeah, but like if we're gonna go on that route, just anything's possible. Goku would be cool.
Man, that'd be pretty dope.
But yeah, I think but like
beat everybody.
but sticking with Nintendo, I think like a Wolf Link would be pretty cool. Wolf Link and Midna.
Yeah, I think that would be a cool combo. I mean, it would be very similar to like you think about Duck Hunt for a minute. It'd be kind of similar to that.
I think it'd be really cool.
I like to see Balloon Man. What's his name? Balloon
From Balloon Fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, I guess they had
Balloon
Animal
Boy.
Crossing kind of had that.
Yeah.
I know we're running out of time. The last
We're
one
pretty much done.
Yeah, the last one I wanted to mention
Shut
that
up, we're done.
this is my my other bold claim. All right, you ready for it? I think because Microsoft.
Colonel Sanders from the Kentucky Fried Chicken, but the Reba version of Colonel Sanders.
Oh, I go for Popeyes.
I think with this game, because Microsoft has been, and Phil Spencer's been super,
I know what you're gonna say.
super friendly
I mean, I hope.
and very open with like
Yeah.
how, like, hey, if Nintendo wants to collaborate on something, I'm totally
Please,
down.
because we
Like,
need it.
I really think Banjo-Kazooie is going to be in this game, and I think it's going to blow minds. Like, I could see them like talking about
Stop it.
Reveal
Smash
trailer
it.
for that?
No, I could see literally like they're doing a Nintendo Direct, and Phil Spencer walks in with
And
it's
everyone's
just
like,
Drops the mic.
yeah.
You just
And
see
it's just
Banjo on
like-
the screen. He's just like,
I,
As he
like,
walks out.
I can legit see it happen. It's like Microsoft's been so open about doing things on Nintendo platforms with things like Minecraft.
Yeah, they
and-
say like, oh, we would love a collaboration, but it's really like, please save our industry. Please save our
Yeah,
company.
but
Put us in
and-
anything.
Yeah, they've been super open about stuff and talking to Nintendo. I think it could happen.
Banjo-Kazooie
how
the
cool would it be
character
if it's
everyone's
like,
been
if they're just
looking
on stage and you just like, they're talking about Smash, and like, and now one more announcement, just goes dark and you hear Gruntilda's laugh, and you hear, go, and everyone's just like,
Well, it depends because like, is this Banjo 3 or is this a Smash Bros.
Either
character?
way.
Because I think I would shit my pants for the game, and then they say it's just a playable character, and I'd be like,
Splat Zone.
all right. No, I mean I would still enjoy it, but like,
Come on.
if they fucking
Well, no, they're
bait and switch. me
Why
like
would
that?
they go from a Banjo game? They said, like I said, like during a Smash announcement, they're like, and one more thing about Smash.
All right.
Not,
All right. Oh, okay.
Not
Well, then
like
different.
And one more thing about a game.
But I think it could happen, and I think it has a very high possibility.
They're playing footsies with each
sincerely-
other.
yeah, they
I
are.
sincerely hope that that's true. I sincerely hope that is true.
I hope
because, like,
so.
Yeah,
it'd
it would be
I
amazing.
really, really hope so.
All right.
In tandem with a Banjo HD remake. Too.
Yeah,
All right, players.
I can see that happening too.
What are your speculations? What do you think that this game is going to be? Do you agree with us and think it's going to be an actual new game, or do you think it's just going to be a port? And you say that we're all dumb fucks talking about stupid things on the old couch.
Goku.
Yeah. Okay. Let us
That's
know
a lot
what
of
you
people.
what your
Give me
dreams and stuff would be. Tell us in the comment section below. Hell, if they're even cool enough, we might make that a bonus round, and we'll see what you guys think. Bring it
sure.
back out here and let that toe-to-toe fight it out. So,
With
thank
the
you guys
toes.
so much for watching. If you're a Patreon subscriber and a donator, thank you so much. I guess your name is a patron. If you're a patron of the show, thank you. And if you guys are just watching the show for free on YouTube or on our podcast, listen to it, then we appreciate you guys too, because you having your eyes on the show helps us out just as much.
Yeah,
If
thanks
you would
so much.
please, review this show on a podcast or leave a comment, like, subscribe. I hate plugging that shit, but
No,
it
I
helps
mean,
us
it's
out.
important.
It really does. So there's that.
Do it.
If you want to know where you can follow us, go check out our other episode. At the end of that, you can usually see it around like minute 55, 53. You can just get to that and you can see where it is. But until then, thank you guys so much for joining us on the bonus round. We will see you again. We're bi-monthly, man. We'll do 2 shows every fucking month. So
bi
we'll
now?
see you.
For the Bone Zone.
But yeah, so multiplayer Bone Zone. There it is. Bonus round.
Later.
Thanks, guys.
Love you,
See at
baby.
the
Love you.
respawn.
We'd like to give a big ol' special thank you to Jaden Lawrence, Arturo Madeira, and Murcha Dan Kropatariu. If you want to receive shoutouts like these awesome, beautiful people, be sure to check out our Patreon at patreon.com/multiplayer. See you next time, players.